What's up, YouTube? So if you are a business owner and an entrepreneur, whether you're in the real estate industry or another industry, I think if you're looking for ways to either attract and onboard team and talent or attract and onboard more customers, my hope is you get some value from this one-on-one consulting session I did with someone here in the local area. We go into a lot of different aspects: how to market, ascension process with team for higher retention, understanding acquisition cost relative to lifetime value of customers. So it is long. You might not stay for all of it, but if you like it, please like, subscribe, ring the bell, and also leave a comment. Let me know if there's certain aspects that I could maybe give you guys on the next video that would be helpful. So dude, I was talking with Danny, and I know we were talking at the gym, but what I think is cool that you guys could be doing, and they both coincide a little bit, because what you need to do to scale the business right now is attraction of more agents.
Correct.
Right? Which with your business model it's weird because it's an external/internal marketing system. What I mean by that is normally a business has an internal marketing and an external marketing. Internal marketing is how do I hire more team, right? So you have your ads, which is your job application, and it's put on job boards, etc., right?
Oh, correct.
And you have
like
your lead nurture,
Indeed, and things like that.
Yep. You have your lead nurture, which is vetting the people that come in, and then they enter the sales process, which is your interviewing process, right? And then you start interviewing,
Correct,
etc., etc. So you've got your internal. The external is how do you get customers,
correct,
right? But with a model like a broker, they're kind of one and the same, because they're going to become a part of your team, but they're also your customer in a way, because that's how you scale a brokerage.
correct,
right?
Yeah. So like my customer is the agent.
It is the agent. Yeah. So what I was telling Danny is like, and this is what we're doing with different businesses. So I only can say what's worked. I can only say what's worked with the companies we've worked with. But you already know the content strategy, right? Which I kind of outlined briefly, but you've got your short form content, because that's typically what people will catch first, because it's digestible and it's fast and people are scrolling and want something good, right? So you got your 60-second, your short form content. The short form should be feeding the long form, right? Because short form is not enough trust building to transact with you yet. So the short form feeds into your long form. So your shorts on Instagram, let's say, feeds, or even the shorts on YouTube, feeds into the podcast or your like 11 to 20 minute more valuetainment videos on YouTube, right? And then those funnel to the website, because now you've built more trust and traction with the person without asking for anything. It's just give. Then to the website, it needs to be more free crap though. But now you can add like your opt-in.
That's one of my biggest gaps,
right?
Or it actually is the gap right now,
right?
For sure.
But even like I would set up something simple as your freebie to start, just to test and see what the engagement and the feedback from it would be. Because, for example, maybe is it eliterealestate.com?
No, because so since the name is like super popular, so it's eliterealestatexas.com.
Cool. So when people go to that site, I think your main call to action should be freebie stuff for agents, not for prospective home sellers and buyers. Okay.
So as a broker, I'm all in now.
Right.
The agent is my customer.
Right. So
correct. So like
and
no more.
Totally. And you've got two different types of avatars that you probably want to attract. You've got your slightly more seasoned agent, right? And then you've got the person who's not yet an agent, that they might go get their license and then join your team, right? Is that accurate of like the two avenues that people would go
Or
down?
I would say you have new agents that are just licensed.
Just licensed within the last 12 months,
correct.
2 years?
Correct. Okay. No, like
just got licensed.
Newly licensed, correct. Okay. Shopping around, maybe they hung it somewhere else, 3 months, 6 months, find absolutely no value and are just seeking a home.
Yeah. Because what I think about too.
So it's experienced, non-experienced.
So this is something I think about too when like recruiting team, because I've noticed when we've helped a business that's a little bit bigger, like let's say closer to the $10 million mark versus our own business that did like 4 or 5 million, the opportunity that the business has is the level that you can recruit at in terms of caliber of person. What I mean by that is, let's say, your business is $1 million business. There's only so much revenue there, right? And there's only so much you can pay somebody. So let's say on target earnings for a certain type of person you want to recruit is $60K a year. Well, you're not going to go find someone who's been a COO, CEO of a big organization who's going to do that, right?
Yeah,
so that means so what I'm saying for you is you kind of have to decide, or you can do both, but you can have the newbie agent that you can add a lot of value to, but then you have to have a really good training program or onboarding program and process that predictably gets green agents doing a bunch of transactions. So your internal training has to be really dialed in, because you're going to have to develop the talent. Versus, does your opportunity as a broker still add a lot of value to the dude who's already doing 10 to 20 transactions a year? And why would he or she switch from the broker that they're already under and they're already doing a lot of business?
Correct. Okay, so the way we have structured the whole brokerage is 3 models. So it's the experience model, which we call the elite entrepreneur agent.
Yeah.
And then and so that model is only for agents that are doing 20 transactions and higher.
Nice.
Okay, so those splits are different.
Yep.
And so the whole plan is just very different, because usually they want less hand-holding.
Right. They know how to do their thing.
Correct.
I just need a broker to hang stuff under.
Correct. And so those people are kind of like, hey, I'm doing a lot. Can you help me organize my business?
Yeah.
I don't want you to hold my hand and so on, but I see you offer some systems I can implement. Plus, oh my gosh, you have an awesome split for someone that produces a lot. I want to come here.
Cool.
I think that for those agents as well, one of the things is that I used to believe, okay, because I was one of those agents that just, I hung my license with a company that had literally very minimal splits.
Yeah.
Because I never wanted my hand held.
Right.
As a matter of fact, I don't even recall ever meeting one-on-one with my broker.
Yeah.
Ever.
Crazy.
I was just kind of like, you know what?
He's just there for legal purposes.
I got this. Yeah. 100%, And so, but then I realized, okay, when I became a broker, so I used to think, who cares where you hang your license at? I became a broker, and then I realized, man, I didn't know what I didn't know. Right. So I didn't care, because the company I was with simply just had no culture, no leadership. So to me, it was nothing I felt I ever even needed to show up to. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so now on the broker side, I've seen the value of creating environments and atmospheres. And so I don't care how elite you are.
Yeah.
When you walk in here and we have a huddle, we have a meeting and so on, dude, you catch the atmosphere in here. You catch the environment in here. And so I think that's such a massive value add, because for example, one of the things one of my sales pitch, I guess you can say, to agents that are actually all the agents, but I really hone in to agents that are already producing. I say this, look at this. I'm all like, hopefully, no one steals this, but like if you do, at least send me a tag. You know what I mean? But I say, but I say something like this. Look at this. I've learned over time, we're all trees. And then so we're either in my office, we're here, I say, look outside. Do you see a palm tree here? They say, no. I'm all like, why not? They say, we're in Texas. I'm like, okay, what about Texas? Well, you know, those trees don't grow in Texas. I'm like, exactly.
Yeah.
Texas isn't the environment. Texas isn't the soil. Texas isn't the atmosphere conducive for palm trees to flourish. I said, so maybe you could plant one, but it will hit a limit because the environment,
Right.
the soil, the atmosphere will limit its growth. I want to ask you something. You're probably here in this chair because something in you is limited. You've hit a place where the environments you've been at has stopped your growth. But hey, you know what? You've come to a place where the soil's fruitful. Boom, dude, I just close them with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, look at this. And then I go into, I used to believe it never mattered what the office was, who the broker was. Why? Because you are doing your own business, you know? But I've also learned that we continually are growing. We continually are expanding. And if we're not in the right places, that it's conducive to having the opportunity for us to flourish even more, we all hit a lid. So I am continually seeing who do I need to add into my life because I never want to be stuck where I'm at. So these agents that sometimes feel, oh, I don't need systems, I need this. Okay, this is what you need. You need an environment that you currently don't have. You need an atmosphere that you currently don't have. You need leadership in your life. One of the things we offer here at Elite Real Estate is Mindset Mondays. Why? Because I'm convinced if you don't grow, your business is never going to grow. What good is it having a thriving business, but you're dying inside? Mm-hmm. And so, you know, and so, dude, that's a big value add to anybody.
Yeah.
Who cares how much money you're making? You know,
Right.
You're like, holy cow, man, dude, I need to be here. You know, Malcolm Gladwell, who wrote the book Tipping Point.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The whole premise of the book is that 1 degree, just one slight little shift, one slight little move, one thing you hear, one thing you feel, one thing you catch, from 33 degrees to 32 degrees, water turns to ice.
Yeah.
I'm all like, this is the place where you're going to catch that one thing where everything shifts all over again.
Yeah.
Sign right here.
Yeah.
They're like, you know what I mean though?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then I have a plan. It's called the Elite Partner Plan. Those are for agents that have been in the business, that are producing, but haven't yet broke through over 20 transactions a year. You know?
Yep.
So either it's, you know, they really haven't honed in their lead gen. They are probably always playing like the guessing game. They like really have no systems. They know they should be doing social media, but they're not, et cetera, you know? Okay.
Yeah.
And then I have the Elite Partner Plus agent. And if we are the first company from real estate school to here, that's the plan you're in. Those splits are
Partner
hefty.
Plus, partner, entrepreneur.
Yeah, cool. What do you think?
I love it, dude.
You know, so whoever I'm sitting with,
Yeah,
is my language.
Yeah.
Like it changes.
But what's cool about that is developing the marketing around those 3 different avatars.
Like a holistic, huh?
Yeah, because what I was telling Danny, like you have to have an ascension process in the business for people to know what the different tiers of growth are going to be, because they're like a customer, so they have a journey too. They just have a team journey, not a customer journey, and they need to see, where can I grow, where can I go? And if they see that, it's like with belts in martial arts, You know, it's like, why is someone going to
Oh.
keep coming every week, month after month, year after year?
You want that
somebody
next
get to the
belt.
green belt, and then the
Yeah.
purple belt, and then the black belt,
So
right?
good.
So when you have an ascension process that's clear, here's your journey. Hey, if you're just starting out, you're going to be partner plus, right? But here's the value add we bring to get you up to doing 10 to 20 transactions a year.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Because the end goal is everybody wants to end up.
I want all entrepreneurs.
Yeah, exactly. You know, best splits, et cetera, et cetera.
Exactly. And then you align your incentive, which is good. Your splits are aligned with the incentive, because you would rather build a business around 100 agents who are all of them produce over 25 transactions
Absolutely.
a year versus 1,000 agents who all produce 2 transactions a year.
That you're holding hands a lot.
Exactly.
Correct.
So that's really good. So what I was going to suggest then is you need to have short form content that feeds the pain point of the 3 different types of avatars you're looking for. And then the freebie also needs to align with the short format content, because like content in terms of a sales funnel and marketing, the initial piece you're trying to create is problem awareness, right? You're just trying to elicit
Correct.
problem
You're like
awareness, right?
hitting
Yeah.
a pain point.
Correct. Problem awareness then should lead into solution awareness. Where could I go? What would my life be like if this problem were solved? So as you go down the funnel of the marketing and the content, you start to feel that. And then you start to realize what's the brand, right, that I'm associating with right now, and you're getting brand aware, right? Why should I listen to Steve? Well, Steve's done this many years in real estate. He's done this many transactions. He's developed this many agents. This is the amount of revenue and sales he's done, right? So it's like the social proof, like the brand, and then it's product awareness. All right, what's the thing we're gonna pitch, and how does it solve all of that stuff I just went through?
Yeah.
And so I think developing even a 3-part video series that's like your freebie thing, because the problem that needs to solve with a partner plus person, someone who's brand new, is how to get leads.
Correct.
So you have a 3-part video system on, hey, how I got, I don't know how many transactions, but let's just throw out a number. It's like, hey, how I did 25 transactions my first year in real estate using free content, whatever, right? Content strategy I used to do 25 transactions my first year as a real estate agent. Well, the partner plus person who's like a brand new agent and looking to get into the business, they would download that, right?
No, 100%.
For sure.
I've downloaded things like that before.
For sure.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, I want to see how 25
Yeah,
transactions. Holy
seriously.
crap,
I'm like,
right?
dude, let me see their strategy, 100%.
And then so that 3-part series, it's 3 8 to 10 minute videos, super simple. And you're seeding, you're not being all salesy pitchy about it. Join my group, but you're seeding what you do with your agents. And then at the very end, there's a final call to action that's like, hey, if you're interested in possibly joining our group where we do this for you plus other stuff, you can book a call.
Okay, so with that, each plan would need its own series, you're saying?
Yes, and what I would do
on one page, kind of like click here
yeah.
if you're new, click here if you're somewhere, click here if you're already
producing. Your initial page could even be like a Typeform application that splits them down a different funnel. So they answer the questions, and you can do conditional logic on a Typeform. So they fill in the questions, and based on the answers, you can score it, and you can send people who answered questions a certain way down to this freebie, people who answered a different way down to this freebie, and people who answered the questions a certain way down to this freebie.
Jeez.
And then the freebie, the 3-part series, for this avatar, it needs to be something on lead gen, right? A free source of lead gen to get 25 transactions your first year. Sick. Okay, the elite partner, they're already doing 10 to 20, right? But they still need to grow. What's the main pain point? Is it process?
Processes, systems
and
consistency.
process.
Usually, I would call it they need accountability.
Would their perception be they need accountability?
No.
What's their perception?
Correct. I need processes, systems.
So then you give them,
Okay.
their freebie is systems and processes to scale your real estate business.
Love it.
Okay. And then these guys, what's the problem they're trying to solve? Volume, like scale, like because if they're already doing 20 plus, what's the next thing they're trying to get to? What's their problem? Is their main problem simply just I'm paying out too much my current broker? It
Exactly,
sucks.
100%.
And they don't want anything from you besides a better split?
That's one aspect for sure. You'll find people like that. Like a lot of people like that, you know? So like, but
do you want guys like that?
Of course not.
Okay.
I want guys and girls that value what's here.
Yeah. So then what's the problem they're trying to solve? That person.
Maybe, okay.
Because look.
I got it. Okay, aligning themselves with a place they find more purpose in or being led. You think so? No.
You're thinking.
That's more what I want from people.
You know what they need.
Yeah, okay.
But
gotcha.
with marketing, you have to think what they think they need.
Okay, no, 100%.
Think on it. But look, with your acquisition of agents, I'm pretty sure anyways, 80-20 is going to be, 80% is mostly these dudes. 20% is going to be the entrepreneur dudes.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
You're mostly going to develop.
These are hard to recruit.
Exactly. You would rather have a sick process of developing the talent because then you don't have a bottleneck.
Because what ends up happening is that they see
the opportunity
what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
And then they probably have some teams that are like, shoot, I'm spending way too much time with my team. I'll just bring my team and have them train because they see the systems and the trains we have here, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I think going the route of like...
Because I've done videos, because I've done videos where I'm thinking, shoot, what about those that are doing so much more? So, if you've done 6 figures and you want to take your business to multiple 6 figures, we need to talk. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I think those guys will be fewer and far between. I think there's more of this market anyways, right?
Correct.
So there's
Correct.
more people to get in your bucket.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. They
and then you sell them the dream of elite entrepreneur. Like,
correct.
Hey, when you join my team, here's where I want to get you to. Right now, you're going to be on my Partner Plus plan. But here's what we're going to do to get you up to
elite.
Partner.
Partner.
And then here's how we're going to get you to elite.
Yeah.
And here's the game plan. And that's how you create retention with the agents because they have their journey and their growth journey already projected out by you. And they know how they can get there.
What do you think is the biggest, like, on the sales side, like, verbiage for the elite ones? I mean,
for the guys who are already doing 20 plus. I mean, typically I mostly see agents who are already doing that. They're settled in. They don't want to go to the next level, which would probably be being broker and scaling their own team.
Well, not necessarily. Because most top producers don't want the responsibility, which is why they stay under a broker.
Right.
But like, how do you get them to like a value add?
How do you keep them growing? Exactly. What I'm saying is
or it's just making these here and then you have more of these because people are actually
I think it's gonna be harder to attract that guy.
I'm with you.
So yeah, I think on your website you can have 2 free courses and it's literally just a 3-part video series.
How in depth?
I mean, when you do content now, the way I would structure it would be really simple. Is like with each video. So like, let's say this is going to be like a 10-minute video. It's like you start with the main point hook, right? What are you going to get from the video? What's going to be my value from the video, right? And it's like 30 seconds. Then you have to go into who am I, which is why you should listen to me,
Mm-hmm.
right? Then you go into the like teaching, right? So then this will be all teaching. But the teaching is essentially framework, story, and then like how. That's essentially what you go in. So it'd be really simple. So like, let's say the 3-part video series of, the free content strategy you can use in 2023 to do 20 transactions this
Gotcha.
year.
Yeah.
Right. Let's say that's the free course.
Yeah.
And so video 1, you talk about how to film content. So you just literally can teach them the content strategy.
Yeah.
Hey, you have to have a hook. After the hook, you have your meat and potatoes. And then after the meat and potatoes, your call to action, but you don't want to be asking people to do business with you right out of the gate.
Correct.
Your call to action should just be, hey, if you got value from this, like, subscribe, share it with somebody, right? So it's like video 1 could just be, here's how you film content. Maybe video 2 is deployment. Hey, what frequency should you be posting? What platform should you pick? You know, you should only pick one platform. It's basic.
Just like, yeah.
You know, and then video 3 is, okay, after you've done a lot of give, how do you start with the ask? And how do you develop organic conversations through DMs that lead to potential business where you start getting buyers and people who want to sell? So that could be the 3-part series.
For sure.
You know, and it's like, wow, this is amazing. But throughout it, you'd want to seed things like, so for example, and this is when you do the story piece. For example, one of my agents, Becky, she just joined our team a couple months ago. She didn't know how to do content either. So what we developed for her was this content strategy, right? And she does this posting schedule, and she's actually gotten 2 deals already in her first 60 days. That's a seeding thing that you do. That's essentially not hardcore, like join my brokerage.
Yeah,
like
no, for
it's
sure.
like,
people are like, oh man,
hey, this little aside thing,
going on
and they're
over
like,
there.
whoa, like it sounds like he offers a lot of value around, like he helps his agents with this content thing because this is really valuable, and
For sure.
I'm seeing that I should do this, but like I'm gonna need help starting. It's all that kind of stuff that makes people get drawn to you, because then after they finish that 3-part series, you can have the call to action be like,
So
hey,
good.
I'm actually looking for a few more agents. So even if you're new or you've been doing this for a year or 2, you can book a team with us to chat with our team. We can't work with everybody. You know, you can't. There's sales stuff that, like when I script things,
like verbiage
they
and
kind of
so on to help
downplay,
people.
so you don't sound pitchy and hypey and stuff like that. But that would be the process of attracting new agents to join your team.
Gotcha.
That could be very systematic.
Now, this is probably very basic, but like what type of or what platforms do you build this stuff on?
Yeah, it's super simple. I mean, landing page software, which I like ClickFunnels.
ClickFunnels, yeah.
Yeah. So let's say, because is your website built on WordPress?
No, it's on Squarespace.
Okay. So essentially what you have is your home website, right? And it's going to have, and this is where you want to send your traffic, but you'll have a button, right? That's like, free resources for agents, right? And then you can have that quick little questionnaire, which you can use Typeform. And you figure out if they're brand new, or because you're trying to figure out if they're elite partner, or if they're partner plus,
or even elite.
Yeah.
I mean, or even.
Or you could let them choose.
Gotcha.
And to the free resource page, you could be like systems and processes to scale, a real estate agent who's doing 10 deals a year to 30 deals a year. Or you could be like, if you're a brand new agent and you're trying to do 20 deals your first year, and they could be like, oh, that's me, I'm going to do this one.
Gotcha.
Right. But that essentially will lead to the ClickFunnels lander. So now they're in ClickFunnels landing, right? And it's, basically it's like you've got, if I could freaking spell, you've got your headline, your subheadline, you've got like your video, what we call a video sales letter, right? Which is like a 5 to 10 minute video of, again, why should they download this thing?
Yeah.
Right. And then you give them a little preview of what the 3 videos are about. What's this one about? What's this one about? What's this one about? Right. 1, 2, 3. And, it's like, watch now or whatever. They're called to action.
Dude, I mean, I have visited so many company sites, dude, no one's doing this.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, dude, this is powerful.
Cool. So then they'll opt in, And what we do is we send this. Do you have a CRM already?
Yes.
Okay, who are you using?
It's a real estate one.
Does
KV Core and Brokerment.
Cool. You can do email marketing and stuff like that from it.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. For email, I'm using Flowdesk.
Flowdesk?
You know Flowdesk?
No, but
it's like one of those like MailChimp sort of types, just to send out nice and fancy emails.
Cool.
You know, like more interactive, more clickable.
Yeah. So anyways, you'll want them to opt in for it, so that way you can add them to your email campaigns, because you want to long-term nurture the people who aren't warm and ready to hop in. Because with a funnel, when you're marketing, you're using the funnel to quickly warm up cold audience to become a customer, which for you is an agent, right? Well, you're going to capture, like, let's say 20% of the low-hanging fruit, but most customers and the best ones typically wait longer.
Gotcha.
So you want to nurture those guys long-term with all of the other content you do, because you'll email out every time you do a new YouTube video, because it's a value-add video.
Okay, so I said, look at this. I saw an ad literally over a month ago on some pants.
And you get retargeted.
Bro, I like clicked on it, swiped through. All right, cool, awesome pants. Ad popped up again. Clicked on it, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Clicked on it, wouldn't leave me. And then, dude, and then like on, what's today? Friday. So on Tuesday, I'm like, all right. Like over a month later, because it just kept popping up. You know what? I'll buy them. And I put them in my cart, and then I'm like, forget about it. And I just X'd out.
Yeah.
And dude, they sent me an email. So I guess the social media platform lets them have access to my email. Hey, you still have this in your cart. And dude, last night I'm in bed. I'm like, you know what? $50. I'll just buy these. And I bought them, dude, over a month. Literally.
That's awesome, bro.
Retargeted like crazy.
But also, it's because if you do a 3-part series, you want to email them.
They're from Asia, so hopefully they're good quality.
Yeah, right. You want to email them video 2. And then you want to email them video 3, because you want to make sure they watch the content.
Yeah.
So anyways, once they've got opted in for your 3-part series, they'll watch video 1 and on ClickFunnels page again. And they'll see, video 2 and 3. If they want to keep watching, great, they can go through it. If they bounce, you have another email, send them to video 2, video 3. At the end, and so there's a page when you click on video 3. So you're still in ClickFunnels, it's just a different page. Now they're watching video 3. And at the end of video 3 is your call to action. And they can click a button to book on your calendar. And that's what's going to... Do you have a calendar software? Like
yes.
OneSetup or something?
Yeah.
Okay. So then they book in to your calendar software. Calendly. And then that's when you obviously... You'll have your sales process starts, right?
Gotcha. In person here.
In person. So it's like you could structure this, bro. And here's the cool thing.
How long would it take me to like build this out? A week?
Depends how fast you move, man.
3 days?
I've built stuff out like this in a day.
Wow.
But I bust content out like crazy.
Yeah.
And all my... Like my recording studio in my office feeds into the computer, so I never have to upload stuff from the SIM card.
So it's
just there. And then I just shoot it over to our editor. He post-produces everything, and he has usually a 1 or 2 day turnaround. Comes back, I put it all together in the landing pages and the funnel, set up the emails, connect it, blah, 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 blah.
Jeez, okay.
But anyways, bro, you set this up, and then you can have organic work for you, but then you could also use paid ads to work for you too. Because remember, at the very top, all your short form content is sending people to your long form content and sending people to your website.
Correct.
Right? Because your Instagram is going to have your link tree one of the links in the link tree should be free resources for agent growth.
Gotcha.
And then that sends them to this page on your home website that has the free resources. Mm-hmm. And then here's what's cool, bro. Now you're going to get this organic traffic to your home website. So you can do 2 things. So your paid ads would do this. You would do video view ads. So whatever posts you do organically, whichever ones take off the best organically are the ones you put money behind.
Gotcha.
Right? But you do a video view campaign. So it's literally you're telling Facebook and Instagram, hey, I want to promote this to real estate agents in DFW, but I only want them to watch my video. I don't want them to click to my website, none of that crap. I just want them, because you want engagement in the content.
Okay.
You want engagement in the content. So you do video views. Then what you can do is you do a retargeting of views. So you're going to retarget 50% of the views. So if someone watched half of the video, you'll retarget people who watched half. If they watched 20%, you don't retarget them with anything. They didn't get enough value from you yet. But if they watched at least half the video, they probably
stayed a while.
They're like, wow, this is good stuff. I like it. So you retarget them with your free agent tool. You're still not sending them to like, hey, join my brokerage. You don't want to pitch people like that. You're retargeting them with the free agent tool. And then also, so you're retargeting video views, but then you're also going to be retargeting website traffic, because you're going to have organic traffic coming to your site from the organic. So you're going to retarget this, hey, free agent tools, and you're going to hit it to everyone who watched half of your videos, and you're going to hit it to everyone who went to your website.
Gotcha.
Because you want to just fill up this freebie 3-part video series. And then it's just a matter of looking at like the engagement with your 3-part video series, how many opt-ins it takes to get a person to book on your calendar. And then you can reverse engineer how much you need to be spending, etc. But bro, I mean,
so a lot of this is also really building out valuable free content.
Yeah. Because we live in a world now where like you have to build so much darn trust with a person before you ask for anything.
100%. Yeah.
So like, like we're doing this with a mortgage company right now. So a guy owns his own mortgage loan. He's with PRMG, which is like he's a franchisor or a franchisee. Sorry. But we're doing the same thing. He's got these really good messages on why it's still a good thing to buy a house, even though the rates are high, right? Because he needs to create problem awareness of like, hey, you might not realize that it's a problem staying renting right now, right? Because a lot of people, they're not getting loans to buy a house because they think, well, the rates are high, I'm going to wait till it cools off and the rates go low. It's like, well, no, you might be missing opportunities for this reason, this reason, this reason. So it's valuable content first. They watch it. Then we send them to the funnel that's like, hey, if you're relocating, we've got a special financing solution to get you into a home at a reasonable rate. They watch that video. Then they're like, oh, cool, let me book a call. They book a call. We have a soft application that we do with them on the phone. Yeah. Right? So it's like, we're like, okay, so like what like size home are you looking at? Okay, how much are you thinking to put down? Okay, do you happen to know your credit score? Okay, cool. We punch it into a formula, and then it gives them soft approval, and it puts it into a letter. And it's like, cool, well, we actually, looks like we have soft approval for this amount. This is what your payment would be, etc. Oh, where should we email this soft approval letter? They're like, oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you can email it here. Yeah. And then we hit them with, cool, now we need to verify these numbers. So do you think you'd be able to finish like our formal application by the end of the week? And then they go finish the formal application. But it's harder to get people to that point unless you kind of get it soft first. So anyways, yeah, you want to like offer value first. Position yourself as the person who can help them. Actually help them before you've even asked for their business. But then I think your value proposition that you have that's a competitive edge is this content machine that you can offer to the agents. So what my pitch would be if I was in your shoes is like, hey, we live in a world where for you to get business and to generate leads as a real estate agent, you have to make content. Now, what are the problems with that? Maybe you don't know how to speak on camera. Maybe you don't have the right equipment. And maybe you don't have the time or the process of how and when to create the content and how to deploy it. Well, guess what we do for you here? We do all that. We put together a story brand around you and your personality. We strategize a content strategy for you of what type of content to be posting and when. And then we actually structure a batch filming day for you once a month, and we film all the content.
That. Yeah, dude. I mean,
and then
who wouldn't?
Yeah, and then we deliver all of those deliverables to you, so you can upload it to your platform and start building your business. And that's how we're gonna develop you as an agent. And eventually, what we want to do is we want to get you to an elite entrepreneur, right? And so then you can start kind of talking about their customer journey.
Gotcha.
That's how I would package the value proposition.
Unreal. So then, I should work on realistically what that would look like, huh?
Yeah.
Like the whole content creation video proposition.
But what I would do, because I think as entrepreneurs, we oftentimes think, oh, I need to develop the thing before I have people starting to do it. Why?
Yeah, just start
get agents,
selling it and then
develop decide how you're going to develop it as you get more scale.
Man, I love that.
It's like, don't create a system for 1,000 agents. You don't even have 20 yet.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, just get the flow happening, and then you'll figure out your systems and process as things break.
Love that.
You know? But dude, start filling up the doors. I was telling Danny the same thing, you know, because I was like, bro, how sick would it be that you guys could do this sort of like content, like media marketing thing for your agents, and for them it's free. And he's like, frick, I mean, how would we do that for 50? Well, it's like, well, you don't need to do it for 50 yet. You need to do it for 10. And then for 20. Then you can figure out how to maybe monetize it differently once you've got your flow happening. But you have to create flow, so you've got to create massive value. But down the line,
100%. Man.
Down the line,
I love that.
Down the line, you could be like, hey, with our studio and content and stuff, Partner Plus, we do, you know, five pieces of content a month for free, and we help you with the strategy. But then you're gonna have to do the rest.
Dude.
Then it's like, but hey, when you get to elite partner, you align incentives. When you start doing 10 transactions a year, and we graduate you to elite partner, you get all that for free, and you get 25 pieces of content a month. And then elite entrepreneurs, maybe this is a value proposition for these guys. It's like unlimited content for free. It's because they're producing for you.
But the splits are less.
That's true. So you have to figure out then
your
lifetime value
what the
for each
concept
guy.
kind of looks like.
But that's kind of what you want to be thinking about.
100%.
Is, hey, like here's this value proposition you can't get with another broker, which for you I think is the content thing, and you have this space to do it.
100%.
You might as well leverage that crap, because people now realize they need to do content, which before, even a year ago, people are still skeptical. Should I do content? No, maybe I build my business offline. Yeah. People nowadays are like, oh, crap, I need to do this.
Yeah.
But they're lost. The equipment, how to be on camera, and how to deploy it. So it's like, bro, give them the plan, the strategy. Man, and that's your value.
So good.
Right? And they're going to know that you can provide that value joining your team, because you've already shown them how you do it with your free course.
Yeah. And I mean, dude, we have so much proof of concept.
Yeah, exactly.
I got work to do.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah. But so yeah, I would think about,
this is a course right here.
Yeah, right. I would think about the pain points for these two guys, and how that's going to structure the content, right? So it's like, if I have 3 videos, what are my 3 main points, right? And then you just got a script. Who am I? Like, hey, my name's Steve. I've been doing real estate for however many years. I've done this much in transaction. And basically you say stuff where they're like, Rick, this guy's a boss. So I want to give you the framework for this main point. It is what I call sexy name. So let me give you a story. And then you tell them how you deployed the framework. And then at the end of the story, you're like, so let me show you how you can do this. And then you teach them how they can do it. That's the way to have engaging content that's educational, is like framework, story, how.
Yeah, you know? That has to be like the main video, huh? On the landing page.
No. This is like your 3 videos of the course. The video sales letter that sells why they should do the course is a little bit different. Which we can talk about that too if you want, because that has to be scripted out.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's just to increase conversions.
Like super dialed in.
Yeah, it needs to be specific. But dude, a video is better than no video.
No, yeah, no.
Yeah, so it's like
no, for sure.
This is also like when we work with a business and they're like, "Oh man, that's a lot of content to film. Like this is gonna take a while." I'm like, "Why?" Like, well, because I want to make sure it's good and like edited and looks clean. I'm like, no, wrong.
Just make it.
You need to go raw first, see what works because you're split testing, right? You don't even know what's gonna work, so you're gonna have to put stuff out fast, see if it works, and then the winners, when you're doing all this testing, the winners then go back to post-production and get done at a higher level.
Gotcha.
But if you do everything at a high level, the turnover it's an operational drag. It's taking too long to get the content out.
Correct.
Right? Which is another teaching point you could give the real estate agents who are starting.
Yeah, just start doing it and see what
works.
works.
Then, what if it doesn't sound good? Doesn't matter. It's like, well, what if people see the video and they see that I'm not very good on camera? Doesn't matter. No one sees your videos yet. What, are you going to be mad that the 5 people who watch your video think you're bad on video?
Know,
so what? It's 5 people.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know?
Jeez, okay.
Does that make sense?
100%.
But like this would be the funnel you design, because then you're very strategic, because now all the content you make with Danny at the top, your short form and your long form, now it's strategic because you know where you want to send them and you know who you're talking to. I'm talking to these 2 guys and I want them eventually to be my freebie. So what are the micro pieces of content that would feed those guys wanting to do a freebie?
Gotcha.
So now
So the landing page is this right here.
No. The landing page would be ClickFunnels landing page.
Yeah.
Headline, subheadline, a VSL video, and then the 3, like basically a screenshot of what the videos are going to look like and talk about, and then an opt-in button.
Watch that.
Yeah.
VSL is
video sales
letter. Yeah. Gotcha. And then they click, but like what? 3 screenshots of like entrepreneur, partner plus?
No. They don't even know that.
Oh, just random screenshots of like the video.
This is video 1, this is video 2, and you have the title, right? Which is the main takeaway.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, gotcha.
Like video 1 is how to create good content.
You see where to put
how
it
to
at.
Deploy it.
Yeah.
And then how to generate leads from the content, right?
Yeah.
Which is like DMs and like engagement and stuff like that. Maybe that's your 3 videos. But for example, what we're building for Sales Machine right now is all of our content's going to drive people to free resources. All the stuff I showed you, some of these guys charge like $5,000, $10,000 in their coaching courses, business coaching courses, right? Well, we're going to give all this away for free.
All this?
Like the information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So we're going to have everything on leads and traffic. So there's going to be videos under here, sales training, sales management, how to offer and package, operations, delivery and back end, finance, owner mindset. So we're going to have all of that. And so we're just going to drive people to our free resource page.
Gotcha.
But yeah, if you set this up, can you imagine
Bro,
how long it would take just to get
a game changer.
Agents booking on your calendar constantly to join the brokerage?
Game changer.
All you would have to do is show up. You would take your 3 or 4 appointments a day. Bro, you could scale a big team really fast if you structured this the right way.
Hey, ClickFunnels is the best way to go, you think, or what?
I think so.
Or the easiest, at least right now?
I think so. Yeah, I can kind of show you like how we structure a landing page. So it's like you have your main headline, right? That's like the saucy thing that people care about, right? So guaranteed business growth in 9 days or don't pay. We build your marketing system with paid ads to fill your sales calendar every day. Plus, we train your sales team to guarantee profitable customer acquisition. watch this video, see our average makes 120K of new revenue inside 90 days. So then I've got my video, and then we send them to a business audit first.
Jeez.
We want to deliver massive value specific to their business. So it's like, cool, let's see the ads you're running. Send me a call recording from your sales team. Like, let me see the email nurture you guys are using for the leads. Let me see the show rate. What stat tracker you guys use. Like, we go all in, look at the business audit. And then we just have, like, again, some more social proof. Like, hey, our client's average customer acquisition cost, $660. Our client's average new cash collected, 120K. Number of sales appointments generated, 41,000. And then we've got some, like, testimonials from businesses we've worked with. And then we're sending them to our long form content so they can check out more stuff if they want to build more trust. But you want to design a web page like that. So that way it's like, hey, here's the freebie, the free value I want to offer you. And then they opt in. Now they're added to the email list for the long-term nurture, because you might capture 20% of these guys to get on the calendar, but the 80%, you're going to need to send content for a long time.
Yeah. Follow up.
Yeah.
It's not, but I mean, dude, once you have this system down, it's a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, but like with any business, you know, like sales machine, we just started, so we're in the same camp. What's the problem we need to solve? Lead flow.
Yeah.
So there should be no other priority in your business right now besides lead flow, which is agent lead flow.
Correct.
So everything you do every day in your business, how am I going to create lead flow?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, 100%.
So like,
I actually made a video about that.
Yeah.
The other day. I'm like, as a real estate agent, the number one thing you should be doing every single day, where your time has to be maximized in, is what am I doing that's generating me leads?
Yep. Then what I would do, like, when you had let's maybe look at numbers when you had your franchise, just to have a better idea. At the height, like how many agents did you have under you in Arizona?
84.
Okay. Did you happen to know the average number of transactions? So this guy did 20, this guy did 5, this guy did 2. What was the average per year?
Oh, per year?
Yeah, average transactions.
Per year, like 15.
So your average
12 to 15.
Your average agent was doing 12 to 15 transactions a year.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was your split?
Yeah. Maybe even less, like 8 to 12.
All right, let's call it 10. What was the average home that was sold there?
300K.
Okay. Obviously, these numbers are going to change in 2023, but I'm showing you what I think through to understand the lifetime value that an agent provides you in your business, so that way you know how much to spend to acquire one.
Yeah.
Because profit is all about customer acquisition cost relative to the lifetime value the customer brings.
Correct.
That's where the profit is, minus cost of service or cost of goods. So, okay, 300K. And what was the split for you at that time?
90-10.
90-10. And so 3.5% was, or 2.5% was the typical, or 3%?
Yeah, average, no, 2.5
Okay.
at
So at 300.
Yeah.
Times 0.25. So an average of, so we're going to call this 75,000 because it was 10 transactions, right? So this is what they brought in, and you got 10%. So lifetime value. Now, how long did each agent stay with you? Was it a year? What was the churn like?
I mean,
they stay on 18 months.
I didn't stay long enough to like really see.
Got it.
You know, because I left.
Let's say,
you know, and so like, but honestly, you know, I really had super high retention.
Right.
Super high retention.
But what I would be thinking through,
but I was very involved though. You know what I mean? So
what I would be thinking through is what's realistic, right? Like I know I want to build an epic team, but the 80-20 principle still applies.
100%.
Like 80% of the revenue is going to come from 20% of these agents.
Yeah.
So, but like, okay, I need an average though, because let's say, you know, home prices are up from 300, obviously. And I know your splits are going to be different with the newer guys, but let's say like the average lifetime value is somewhere around 25K. Then you should be thinking, I'm willing to spend $3 to $5 grand to get a new agent because they're going to make my business 25.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
So.
Well, yeah. So the customer acquisition price is around $3,000. I should be thinking like that.
No, I mean I threw out an arbitrary number. But,
for sure, but like I mean, the whole concept of like, what's it gonna cost me?
Yeah, because every industry is different, right? Like manufacturing, the cost of goods, the gross margin's lower, right? And so let's say their OpEx is like 40%.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then their acquisition costs to get new customers are like 10 to 12%.
Gotcha.
Well, in like the coaching online space, it's reversed because the cost of service is lower, but it costs a lot more to acquire customers.
Gotcha.
So like when we consult with a business, we'll be like, hey, you should shoot for like 30 to 40% of your contract value to acquire a customer because your cost to service and fulfill is 10%. So literally they're opposite.
Yeah.
So it just depends on the industry. But at the end of the day, it's like, what is the lifetime value and what's my gross, like my net lifetime value, right? Because you're going to have your cost of what does it take to service an agent? I mean, time and certain resources, right? But yeah, I would just be thinking through it that way.
Gotcha. Okay.
Does this make sense?
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. To like build out a funnel.
Yeah.
I have never had a funnel before. Ever.
Yeah.
I've attempted, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like kind of just like the idea of, but just like really honing in clarity and actually doing it. I never have, but dude, this is genius.
Cool.
This thing's worth thousands.
Good. I think you guys could totally blow it up, man. And then as a side thing, and obviously you should only focus on one thing at a time, but when I was talking with Danny with like the whole content thing, having like a media agency.
Yeah, correct. Which is what we also want to build out here.
Yeah. Dude, I'd be interested to be involved in that.
Let's go.
Because I think content is going to be...
Oh, dude, it's king right now, dude.
Yeah.
And dude,
it's only
going to explode.
Yeah.
Correct, 100%.
And I think the barrier to entry is high, man, because equipment is expensive. Editing as a skill takes a bit of time. And it's so much time, nobody wants to do it. And so arbitraging the equipment, the production, and the post-production, people want to pay for that, especially businesses. So, bro.
Yeah, and then I think our niche as well.
Yeah.
Is that we understand social.
Yeah. I think your starting niche could even be real estate agents.
Oh, no, I mean, well.
And then it's an easy foot in the door to go down your other funnel.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. But like you could market this studio, and the pain point could be like, hey, you're a real estate agent. You need to be doing content. You know that when you develop content and a brand online, then it's going to build your business. It's going to send you more leads. You're going to make more money.
So is it what? Equity partner I'm talking to right now or what?
With what? But then, so this is your ad.
Yeah.
So it's like, but having the right equipment can be costly. Filming it all the time, you don't have the time to do it.
Yeah.
And post-producing it, making it look good so that it's shareable and gets engagement online, is difficult. Well, guess what? We do it all for you.
You just show up.
Yeah, we do it all for you. Click here if you want to see how. And then boom, they go to a page. And then we have the nice structured video sales letter that indoctrinates them a bit more, right? Problem aware, solution aware, brand aware, product aware.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, you could be like, hey, we'll do 10 pieces of content and we'll get it all done in an hour. And we'll send it to you and we'll do it for half our normal rate. So you can see that it's good. That's how you hook people in the door.
Do it 1,000%.
Yeah. So it's like, and you guys just have your system of like, all right, here's the content we're going to film and here's how we're going to script it. You can make it dummy proof, bro. You guys could set up a teleprompter. You could script the content for them. Be like, stand in front of the camera. Here we go.
Yeah. I'm going to build out a system.
Yeah.
Just within myself where every single week I'm sending scripts to agents.
Scripts to agents?
Yeah.
What kind of scripts?
Hey.
Oh.
Hey,
like content ideas.
Make this video this week. Just write it, just right now. So like
Yeah.
on Thursday, I literally walk them through step by step how I come up with my content. Dude, they were like, "Oh my gosh, this is crazy. We always wondered, what you did and like why you sounded so well and like et cetera, et cetera." But I'm like, if you do this, so like I literally have hours every single week where I sit down and I write content out for real estate. Because in my head, if I don't spend time to really write out these amazing videos, I'm not going to Cancun.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go to Cancun really bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like, just your business depends on this.
Yeah.
That's how you have to value this.
Plus, bro, with Chat GPT, you have no excuse.
I mean, yeah, 100%. Yeah. I've done a lot of my like verbiage and so on, just writing my idea, make this sound nicer, in quotes. Boom.
Make this more funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then boom.
I even found a tool that we're using for our YouTube stuff now where like, bro, it'll say, what video do you want to make on YouTube? And I just punch in, how to scale a remote sales team. That's a video I want to make. And then it tells you the most optimized SEO title that's going to get a high click-through rate.
Yeah.
Tells you the keywords to use.
Dude, that's freaky.
So now I'm using that
just
for
like,
all the titles.
It's doing everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I have to still do the content, obviously, but it at least helps some of those cumbersome creative pieces.